Okay guys, welcome back again. Another Friday. It feels like this year is just flying by. Friday means another video. So today we're going to cover the Game Boy Player for the GameCube, which I recently acquired. I'm going to show some footage as well of a couple of games I've tested out so far and how I set it up. Just a reminder folks, before we start, as always, please like, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss another video. A reminder also that we're streaming Resident Evil 2 Claire B tonight at 8:30. With that out of the way, let's get straight into the video.
Okay, so I wanted to do a little bit of a showcase for my GameCube setup as it stands right now. I recently got the Game Boy Player. You can see here. This is the PAL version that works with the PAL console. You turn it over here. There's a case you remove here. Bear in mind, this is the equipment number that's important. So it's DAL-001. And that works with the DAL-017 Game Boy Player. Okay, and basically it clicks in there like that, and it slots down, and it sits underneath your GameCube. And this is the Geico HDMI adapter I covered in a previous video, and I use this for my HDMI output, and that slots into the digital AV out of your GameCube, like so. And then your HDMI cable gets plugged in there. My GameCube has the Xeno mod chip installed, and it's capable of running the Swiss 0.5 software, and I also have the Game Boy interface on this disc as well. And then I have a Game Boy game, and that basically slots into the cartridge slot like so. You launch with this disc, and it brings up the interface.
Just a point to note here, I also have an SD card reader memory card which I bought online. I'll leave the links in the description. And I've copied essentially the Game Boy interface onto the SD card. So when you launch the GABI HF.DAL, which is the executable for the Game Boy interface, it gives you a myriad of options. You can adjust screen position, video output, etc. Now I just went with the default, and with the Game Boy cartridge in the Game Boy Player, the game loads. Personally speaking, I'd rather have the Game Boy games playing as close as possible to the original counterparts. I'm not a fan of introducing any type of filtering when it comes to using the Game Boy Player, so I'm trying to stick as close as possible to the way this was designed on the Game Boy Advance. So this is Doom for the Game Boy Advance. Quite a technical showcase for the system, but they've managed to get the original Doom 2 running on the handheld, which I kind of reference as the mini SNES. The game itself seems to be fully featured from what I can see so far. I only played a couple of levels just to get a feel for it, and yeah, it looks like everything is intact. Okay, some caveats here. The resolution is much lower, it's running at 240p. I tried to get the best possible picture here for the video without distorting the image too much. Yeah, I mean, it's impressive for what it is. I have a bit of latency and a bit of lag as well in regards to frame rate from time to time, but overall it seems like the full package is here. There's one other strange thing I noticed as well, is there's no red blood in this. So this was the Nintendo of old, where they don't like violence in their games. However, Nintendo have changed their aspect recently, obviously with the success with the Switch. All the Doom games are on the Switch now and feature all the full violence. So in fairness to Nintendo, they've changed their aspect somewhat when it comes to video game violence. Okay, next game we're going to showcase is Wario Land, a Game Boy classic, one of my favourite games on the Game Boy. So technically speaking, this is the third game in the Game Boy series, Super Mario Land. And Wario made his first appearance on home consoles in Super Mario Land 2, where he was the enemy of Mario. So the third game, they turned it on its head and made a complete game about Wario. And for me, it's actually the best Mario game on the system. It's better than Super Mario Land 1 and 2 on the Game Boy, in my opinion. It's probably the Game Boy game I've replayed the most since owning the Game Boy way back in 1992. Now, it's a platformer first and foremost, but Wario has his own unique style to him, and they added some really cool mechanics here. Basically, he wears a ton of hats, and each hat gives him a particular ability or power. And the main objective, and there's always a main goal here inside, is the main goal is all about money, and Wario's pure greed and his need for finding as much gold as he possibly can. The game is probably one of the best looking games on the Game Boy as well. Not to mention the audio design and music. Very, very memorable music. When I get time, I'm actually going to do a stream of this along with a couple of Game Boy games in November, hopefully. The great thing about this game as well is there's multiple endings depending on how much money you find. I remember back in the day I was able to get the very, very best ending. I like also how the Game Boy player uses the Super Game Boy color palette for the original Game Boy games. From a general gameplay perspective, I'd see no input lag, I see no kind of interference or filtering added using the Game Boy player in conjunction with the Game Boy interface. It plays perfectly on my big TV. Now you can, as I said, mess around and change the display aspects, turn it to 16:9 if you wish. Again, my preference really is I like to play it at 4:3, 240p as per the original video output on the Game Boy. Okay guys, that's it for yet another video. It's Friday, happy Friday. Please enjoy your weekend. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next video. And as always, thanks for watching.